How's it going, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Stream Power Toys. Back at me, you can see in the last episode that we have our tubular bumper that's already painted and it's looking super good. But before we put this in, we need to come and install our oil cooler and our oil relocation key. So first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead, drain all the oil, so then we can go ahead and remove the water cool system that the RB26 brought from factory, and we're gonna be running an air cooler radiator with a relocation key that we're gonna go ahead and mount it right here on top so we can have easy access to our oil filter. Alrighty, so it's already loose. Let's see after the first couple starts how the oil is looking. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. Alrighty, you guys, so we were able to take off the original RB26 filter location. The oil used to be cooled by the water. That's all it is. Now, something I can tell you is it was not an easy task to take it out. We should have just taken it out when we had the engine apart, but well, at least we were able to get it out. So we're going to replace this water cool system for an air cooler, and for that we're gonna be using this billet part that we purchased a while back. So this is what's going to go in there instead, so we can run our AN lines all the way to our oil cooler and oil relocation, and it brought the holes so you can screw in the original sensors. Alrighty, you guys, so this is gonna be our oil cooler that we purchased on our local performance shop, Tristan, and this is going to go here something like that, and then we would just run our hoses through the side of the car and going up. And to mount this here, we're gonna be using our new tool. I want to show you guys right now. So yeah, I think there's gonna be pretty good because it's in an angle and then the air can just flow through it. Alrighty, you guys, so the tool that we purchased that I was telling you about is this tool that is meant to go so you can open a hole anywhere, and then it comes with this, it's like a rivet, and then you have some threads inside. So what you do is you open here, you screw it. So this is basically so you can have like a nut that you can screw a bolt anywhere you want in the car. So what you do is you open your hole, then you insert this into the hole, and then you close until it doesn't go anymore, and then we unscrew it from here, and there you have it. So this basically what it does is it creates some threads so you can screw in any screw. Let me show you right now. Let me grab a screw real quick. So you place that in, and then you just come and you screw something in. This one is just not going in because the washer is too thick and it's just touching here, but you get the idea more or less. I mean, it's a super great tool. We got a couple of weeks ago and we have used it almost in everywhere. So yeah, I really recommend purchasing a tool like that. So let's go ahead and mark and open our second hole and putting another rivet like that one so we can go ahead and bolt on our oil cooler. Alrighty, you guys, so we have our oil cooler already installed down here. As you can see, it's pretty solid there, it's not gonna go anywhere. And then up here we just installed the piece that relocates the oil filter. So we're gonna have to go ahead now and make our 3 lines. One is gonna go from here to the engine, and then from this adapter to the oil cooler, and then from the oil cooler back to the engine. So yeah, let's go ahead and start making a couple oil lines. Alrighty, this is looking like a race car. So all the lines are already tightened down and run. So we have our line coming from the engine, going to the filter. It does its thing, then comes down to here to the cooler, and then from the cooler goes back into the engine. So yeah, it looks super clean. All the lines are tucked. Everything is looking good. So it's time to put on our tubular bumper so we can go ahead and put the radiator back on, fill it up with water, oil, and start the car again and have it running for much longer to check for leaks and make sure that everything is working fine. So yeah, let's see how that paint looks once everything is already put on into the car. Alrighty, you guys, look at this view right there. Man, it's looking pretty good, guys. Damn, I love it. We are still missing our MISHIMOTO intercooler and our charge pipes, but radiator is already installed. We were able to use AN lines on the top like we wanted, ANs on the bottom. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna be going now to auto parts to go and get some coolant, some oil, and we should be starting her again. It's just gonna be a matter of focusing on the electrical that we need to run signal to our water temperature gauge. Here we're gonna put an oil pressure gauge, and then our two fans also need power. So yeah, guys, we are really close. And just look at it, how nice it looks. Yeah, and once we have our red valve covers that they are almost the same color as the tubular bumper, it's going to be awesome. Alrighty, you guys, so we got back from the auto part. Here we got some braking oil, another batch, an oil filter. We got our radiator water, and we got some clutch fluid that we also the other day we did the clutch line. And we are working now on the support for the radiator on top. We just need to make our brackets here, and it's not gonna move anywhere. So yeah, let's finish this bracket first, and then we can start putting all the liquids inside. Put in the filter, do a temporary connection here for our water temperature and our oil pressure so we can check the gauges inside, and we should be starting the engine again soon, guys. Bracket for the top mount radiator is already done. Here we put some cushion because it was hitting the top of the radiator. Alan is gonna go ahead and start putting the oil now, that hopefully we got enough, because since we're running a relocation key and an oil cooler, that's gonna take like about 1 quart or 2. We got like 7, so hopefully it's gonna be enough. One more time here, trying to start the engine again. There we have water, we have oil already inside. We still need to run the engine so the oil can run through the oil cooler and the filter, and to see the water once the thermostat opens, that it's gonna suck a little bit of water. But hopefully the car starts. Hopefully I did everything good here on the software. I mean, really simple. I just loaded a base map for an RB26, so we should be good. Turn on the fuel, the first one. Now push start. Do it again. I have 11 volts. Mario, hit it again. 10. Well, we're gonna try a new battery and see. But right now, like, you can hear the starter, but it's not cranking the engine. So, yep. So Alan has a starter pack there. We're almost ready to crank it up again. Here I'm reading almost 13 volts. Let's start the fuel. Crank it. Alrighty. Ah, I died. Pretty good. Let it go. It's dying, I don't know why. Alrighty guys, so after a couple minutes, I don't know what's going on, but I mean, I'm guessing it's something with the tune. I'm not an expert, I'm just trying to load a base map. But for the car to be 13 to 14 air fuel ratio, I need to lower my target fuel all the way to 6.5. I don't know if that's normal, if it's not. So right there at that ratio, I got the engine to idle. So we're gonna leave it there now for a couple minutes so we can let the thermostat open and the car run to see check for oil leaks, check for water leaks, and just make sure that everything is working fine, that we're getting water all through the radiator. So yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna have to get someone that really knows what they're doing here to tune the car. So let's check for leaks. We have a couple rocks under the car, and the only leak we have had was from these hose, but I tightened it down, and then everything else looks really dry. So let's wait a couple minutes and see what happens. Yeah, I think the thermostat just opened because that's hot. The radiator got hot. What temperature do we have? 166, 167.
No, it's not working. Temperature here is not working.
So yeah, I mean,
it's like 100.
That one's not working.
I don't think it's working.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'll take it all in.
It's still at the minimum.
Okay guys, so as you guys saw, the engine got to idle. I mean, pretty good. We're still having a misfire. I mean, I'm not an expert, so we're gonna have to definitely go to someone that can fix the tune and do something that is gonna work, because I'm just guessing, I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, I got it to idle, more or less. We were able to check for leaks. I mean, we only had one leak on the oil line and one leak on the coolant. We took care of that. So for the next video, what we're gonna be doing is continue working, and we're gonna be doing our charge pipes and clean up the whitings, or start wrapping up all of those little details. So yeah, that's what we're up to now. So thank you so much for watching. I mean, subscribe. That will be a lot of help to the channel. Like and comment on the videos, and I'll see you in the next one.